What if I told you the training secrets of ancient Greek Olympians have been hidden for centuries? These athletes achieved feats of strength and endurance that would shock most experts today. In this video, you'll find 5 exercises the Greek Olympians used, and 1 secret technique nearly lost to history, along with simple ways to use them in your own training. Let the journey to real power begin. Imagine leaping farther than ever, while clutching heavy stones in both hands. In ancient Olympia, the stadium buzzed with nervous anticipation. Athletes lined up for the long jump, not the way we know it today, but holding halters, carved stone weights, each one molded to fit the palm. The sandpit was a proving ground where every jump told a story of power, balance, and sheer nerve. As the crowd fell silent, a young contender swung the halteres back, surged forward, and launched himself through the air, fighting gravity with every muscle, hoping to fly just a little farther than the legends before him. Today, you don't need carved stones or an ancient stadium. You can recreate this legendary test of power by jumping with a pair of light dumbbells or weighted objects right in your own gym or backyard. Jumping with extra weight wakes up way more muscle fibers in your legs and core than a regular jump. That extra load forces your whole body to work together, building explosive strength, better balance, and a bigger vertical leap. All benefits you just can't get from bodyweight jumps alone. To perform jumping with halters, grip a pair of light dumbbells or stones. Stand tall, swing your arms back, then drive them and your legs forward as you jump. Land softly, keeping your balance. Start with 4 to 6 jumps, resting between reps, focusing on form and power. Each jump awakened raw strength, but the real test of an Olympian's power was still to come. Like the video if this helps, and subscribe for weekly science-based training. Some challenges aren't about speed, they're about raw power. In every corner of ancient Greece, athletes faced a simple but brutal test. Lift the heaviest stone you could find, then carry it farther than anyone else. These stones weren't perfectly shaped or balanced. Each one was rough, unpredictable, and unforgiving. For many, just getting the weight off the ground was a victory. The strongest learned to grip, brace, and drive forward, step by step, no matter how much their muscles burned or hands ached. Those who could master the lift and walk with it earned instant respect. Today, you can revive this ancient test with stone carries or heavy object carries, using a sandbag, a loaded barbell, or anything awkward and heavy. Carrying something heavy does way more than build muscle. Your grip, shoulders, and back have to steady the load, while your core keeps you upright and your legs power every step. All those muscles work together, so you get better posture, more real-world strength, and a body that's just harder to break down. To try it, grip a heavy object, stone, sandbag, dumbbell, or barbell. Hold it securely and walk for 20 to 40 meters. Keep your core tight, shoulders back, and move steadily. Rest, then repeat for 3 to 5 rounds. Strength like this opened doors for Greek athletes, but sometimes what came next demanded a completely different kind of power. Some tests look simple until you're the one hanging on. In the shaded courtyards behind ancient gymnasia, athletes gathered below a tall wooden beam where thick ropes dangled down to the dusty ground. One by one, they jumped, grabbed hold, and lifted themselves up, muscles tensed and feet leaving the earth. Hands burned against rough fibers as they climbed higher, each pull harder than the last. Midway up, arms shook and the urge to let go crept in. But those who pushed through, hauling themselves to the very top, earned silent respect from everyone below. Today, you can recreate this ancient test with rope climbing, or, if you don't have a rope, by using a pull-up bar for hangs and pulls. Rope climbing is a different kind of strength. It's not just about pulling yourself up, but about hanging on and coordinating your whole body under real pressure. Each climb forces your brain and muscles to solve the challenge together, figuring out how to stay tight, move efficiently, and not waste energy. That's why it builds control and staying power you'll use everywhere, not just in training. To To train like the Greeks, grab a sturdy rope and climb as high as you safely can. Focus on smooth, controlled movement. Use your legs if needed, or make it harder by using just your arms. No rope. Hang from a pull-up bar and pull your chest up as high as possible, repeating for several sets. For the Greeks, reaching the top changed everything, but sometimes what happened halfway up revealed the most. Every champion must face a race where everything is on the line. On the ancient stadium tracks of Greece, long before race day, Olympians faced their toughest challenge: how to become the fastest men in the land. But unlike today's runners, they trained on rough earth, barefoot, without lanes or starting blocks. Their secret was simple but brutal: repeated all-out sprints across the full length of the stadium, day after day. Every session pushed their limits, building explosive power and mental resilience. When the real race came, it wasn't luck. It was relentless sprint training, mastered through hardship, that carried them to victory. Today, you can tap into that same method with the Stadion Sprint, the original Olympic test of speed and nerve. Sprinting at full speed does more than just tire you out. It fires up the powerful, fast-twitch muscle fibers that give you explosive strength and speed. A few all-out bursts also trigger natural hormone boosts that help your body recover and build muscle faster. And because your heart and lungs have to keep up, you get serious fitness gains in a fraction of the time. No endless running needed. To perform the stadium sprint, find a flat stretch or track. Run at maximum effort for 20 to 30 seconds, then walk back to recover. Repeat for 6 to 8 rounds, focusing on intensity and form. The finish line was never the end for Greek athletes. There was always another challenge waiting just ahead. Not every test was about brute force. Some required power, skill, and timing, all at once. In sunlit arenas surrounded by marble columns, Greek athletes gathered to compete in a movement both graceful and demanding. Each stood in a marked circle, a heavy disc in hand, feeling its weight and rough edges. The challenge wasn't just to throw it far, but to launch it with perfect rotation, spinning, coiling, and releasing in a single explosive motion. The crowd watched as athletes wound up, twisted from their core, and let the discus fly. Each throw was a lesson in balance and focus. The longest flights belonged to those who combined strength with precision. Today, you can try this ancient skill with a modern discus, a weight plate, or even a sturdy frisbee in a safe, open space. Throwing movements like the discus train your nervous system to fire muscle fibers faster and more efficiently, especially through your core and hips. This kind of rotation wakes up deep stabilizer muscles around your spine that most lifts miss. Over time, you build real rotational power, helping your body twist, transfer force, and stay strong under pressure. To perform it, stand with feet shoulder width apart, holding your weight at your side. Rotate your hips and torso, swing the disc back, then explode forward, releasing it at shoulder height and following through. Focus on smooth rotation and full body involvement, not just arm strength. Repeat for 6 to 10 throws, resting in between. For the Greeks, every throw was a chance to leave their mark. And sometimes, the most lasting victories weren't measured in distance alone. And if you want to train like an ancient warrior, using the origins of calisthenics, or build serious power with one exercise that works your whole body, check out these videos next.